Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've just realized your Montana car title is missing, you need to act fast. Losing a car title isn't just a minor inconvenience. It can completely freeze your assets and leave you vulnerable to fraud. Take a deep breath, though. Today, we're demystifying the Montana Motor Vehicle Division bureaucracy and walking through exactly how you can replace that lost title quickly and painlessly. So, you've looked in the filing cabinet, the glove box, under the car seats, and it's just gone. Whether it was misplaced during a chaotic move, accidentally destroyed, or even stolen, you are now sitting in an administrative limbo. And we need to establish the stakes here immediately. This is a massive legal headache that really does require your urgent attention. Without that piece of paper, your vehicle is, for all intents and purposes, legally paralyzed. You can't legally sell it. You can't transfer the ownership over to a family member. You absolutely cannot use the vehicle as collateral for a loan. And worst of all, if your title actually fell into the wrong hands, you are highly vulnerable to fraud. This is exactly why addressing this right away is absolutely critical. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the missing title problem itself, gathering your required information, conquering Form MV7, submitting your application, avoiding some really common pitfalls, and finally, where to find additional resources and support. First up, tackling the missing title problem and the immediate steps you need to take. If there's any chance your title was stolen or if you lost it under suspicious circumstances, your very first move should be filing a police report. It's a crucial protective measure. Why? Because it creates a formal time-stamped record of the loss, which is your absolute best defense against someone trying to clone your title or fraudulently sell your car. Now, once the state issues your new replacement title, their system does automatically invalidate the old one. But getting that police report on file right away adds an essential layer of legal protection. Moving on to Section 2. Let's get all your documentation perfectly organized before you even look at a government form. This really boils down to a brilliantly simple, overarching 4-step process. Step 1, gather your info. Step 2, complete Form MB7. Step 3, pay the fee. And Step 4, submit the documents. Following this exact sequence is going to keep you out of the administrative weeds and ensure your application is approved on the very first try. So, for Step 1, you'll need to pull together these specific details to prove your identity and match your vehicle to the state's database. Your vehicle identification number, or VIN, totally non-negotiable, you have to have it. You also need a state-approved ID. A Montana driver's license is the standard go-to, but the state actually offers some really nice flexibility here. They'll also accept a tribal ID or even a federal employer identification number if the vehicle happens to be owned by an LLC. Oh, and if you have your current registration receipt handy, definitely grab it. It'll make filling out the upcoming forms an absolute breeze. All right, Section 3, it's time to tackle the main event, conquering Form MV7. Form MV7, the application for replacement certificate of title. This single piece of paper is basically your golden ticket to the Motor Vehicle Division. It's the exact form you have to master, and you can easily pick a copy up at your local county treasurer's office or just download it directly from the state's website. Let's break this form down section by section so you don't make a mistake that gets your application instantly rejected. Section 1 handles the financial side of things. Section 2 is where you'll plug in that VIN and the vehicle data we just gathered. Section 3 is all about verifying your identity. Section 4 is actually super useful if you need the state to mail the replacement title to a trusted third party instead of your home address. And finally, Section 5 requires your legal signature. Keep in mind, this is signed under penalty of false swearing, so accuracy here is literally everything. Now, here is a surprising fact, and it's honestly a huge relief. Unlike a standard title transfer where every single owner has to track down a notary and sign off, replacing a lost title is different. Because of Montana's unilateral signature rule, only one registered owner actually needs to sign Form MV7. This is a massive time saver if your co-owner is out of state, busy, or just unavailable. Section 4, submitting your application. Let's talk about what this is going to cost you and where you actually send it. Here's a quick breakdown of the current fee structure. Right now, there's a 3% administrative surcharge tacked onto a $10 base fee, and it varies just a little bit depending on your specific situation. A standard replacement is going to run you $10.30. But if you're replacing a title for a light vehicle, so think your average passenger car or SUV, at the county level, that fee bumps up to $12.36. And if you need to add a new lien during this process, that'll be $14.42. Hey, here's some rare actual good news in the world of administrative fees. Keep in mind that starting July 1, 2026, the statutory fee for a replacement title is dropping to a flat $5. Montana is currently funding some major IT upgrades for their vehicle tracking systems. Once those upgrades are completely paid off in 2026, they're passing the savings right back to the consumers. Pretty great, right? So, how fast do you need this title? Your timeline dictates your processing channel. If you are in a rush and need it today, you either have to visit the state bureau down in Helena in person or use an authorized third-party partner like MVD Express. Just know they might charge a convenience fee for that speed. If you're not in a rush, you can just mail your application to the Central Bureau in Deer Lodge or drop it off at your local county treasurer's office. Just expect those options to take anywhere from 3 to several weeks. Section 5. Let's look at how avoiding a few incredibly common traps can save you some serious frustration. Listen closely to these warnings because the state is incredibly strict when processing these forms. You must use blue or black ink only. If you make a mistake, do not use whiteout. Do not try to erase it and do not scribble over it. A single drop of whiteout will completely void your application, and you'll have to start the whole thing over from scratch. Also, if your legal name has changed recently, you have to update your Montana driver's license first before you apply. The names in the databases have to match perfectly. And here is a massive trap that catches so many people off guard. If your lost title was originally issued in another state, Montana literally does not have the jurisdiction to replace it. Even if you're a full-time Montana resident now, you have to contact the original issuing state's DMV first to get a duplicate. Only after that out-of-state duplicate arrives in the mail can you bring it to the Montana MVD to initiate an in-state transfer. Let's move into our final section, additional resources and support for when things get a little complicated. What happens if you bought a car without the proper paperwork? The seller totally vanished, and there's just no prior record of a title anywhere. Well, Montana offers something called a bonded title process to help you establish legal ownership. It's a bit of a process. It requires a formal law enforcement VIN inspection and purchasing a surety bond that's equal to 1.5 times the value of the car. The state then issues you a title with a bond brand on it. If nobody contests your ownership for 3 years, that title magically becomes clean. It's an absolute lifesaver for those really tricky, seemingly impossible ownership situations. If you hit a roadblock, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Your local county treasurer's office should be your first stop. They process these applications every single day and know the system inside and out. You can also hop onto the state's official website at dojmt.gov. They even have a really handy online fee estimator that will calculate your exact costs based on the year and make of your specific vehicle. As a quick professional reminder, government policies, fee structures, and administrative rules naturally evolve over time. While this explainer gives you a highly detailed step-by-step roadmap, you should always verify the latest regulations, grab the most current forms, and double-check those exact county fees directly with the Montana Motor Vehicle Division before you actually submit your paperwork. You now have the exact blueprint to bypass the usual administrative headaches, resolve your missing title issue efficiently, and reclaim your legal ownership. Don't let administrative fear paralyze your assets. So, what's holding you back from securing your vehicle's legal ownership today? If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more practical explainers and drop any questions you have about the title replacement process right down in the comments below.